And it is the Rotary Club's biggest fundraiser, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It has been for the 22 years.
Long time. I didn't mention Columbia Industries, which I should have mentioned, because Columbia Industries has been involved with the duck race since the onset, I believe.
That's right, and they number and
number
they're
the ducks.
very involved.
And, yeah, that's a big chore. That'd be a lot of work if we had to do that. So,
so talk a little bit about Rotary. You know what the Rotary Club and what the members and what that organization
well, if you've
is about.
heard about Rotary in the public, there's the international goal of ending polio in the entire world, and you've probably heard that the Gates Foundation has given us over $200 million, which matching grants of $200 million, which is huge. But our focus for the duck race is the local charities and the local projects. You might see the public ones where Rotary builds a park, but you may not hear about the scholarships that we give for education to the local high school kids going to either CBC or whichever college they choose. Scholarships, what else? Local projects. As far as cleanup, there's always a highway cleanup sponsorship that they do. Retrofitting the women's shelter was a recent one that a lot of the clubs helped in different parts on.
We do
a number of projects.
An apple gleaning each year with all the fruit going to the Tri-City food banks.
And there is help. They've just did a little bit of remodeling or adding on at Second Harvest, and so they were there helping with that. So there's always a ton of projects going on, as international as well as local, and definitely education being one of the higher priorities, as well as poverty level issues with reading and learning foundations and building schools and that sort of stuff.
So it really is a remarkable effort because, like you say, 400 Rotarians are out in the community, you know, and they're trying to sell you and get you to adopt a duck, and there's also some friendly competition we see between the clubs as well. Who can sell the most ducks?
That's true.
So far, Sunrise has had the title. Sunrise Club of in Pasco. They meet Fridays, and they've sold about 12,000 tickets for the past few years. Richland Club's catching up. We got about 9,000 last year, and we're on the way. We're gonna go.
That's just great. So if you sell 40,000, that's what, at $5? That's $200,000.
$200,000.
And the costs are kept down, aren't they?
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
We would probably have to pay for the rental of the ducks because it is a sanctioned organization that provides these for duck races and for charities and service clubs for fundraisers.
And they are a for-profit company. I mean, they're offering a service. So,
but we have a lot of volunteers who go out and solicit donations to help offset all those costs.
Oh, I think that's just
especially with Baker Boyer Bank. They give $15,000 every year, which is a huge donation. And without that, we wouldn't be able to advertise as much or do as much in the community as far as getting the word out. And thanking our sponsors. Like Toyota Tri-Cities, that's a $20,000 value at least, depending on what options you got. But yeah, the sponsors at every level. And even on the back, we got a minimum of $200 value prize this year, and there's about 25 prizes. So just those sponsors, as well as Broadmoor RV and Fast Signs and LeMaster Daniels, they do a ton of work with counting all the tickets.
Oh, that's right.
Making sure they go to the right people, and that doesn't get messed up. And you don't hear a lot about them. Yeah, they take care of the money too. We like having accountants take care of that end. But they do a ton of work, especially that last night when we're bringing in the tickets.
And you get some freebies on this ticket, don't you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's some Coca-Cola at Sun Mart.
Yes, and coffee
free
for
fountain
roasters.
Drink, but yeah, roasters is the big one. That's a free 16-ounce anything, mocha, frappuccino, macchiato, whatever you can say in Italian. It's free at 16 ounces. So,
well, I think it's a wonderful event. It does a lot for our community. I just think I have to admit that I'm a Rotarian myself and have been selling these for as long as the duck race has been here, and it is so much fun to be at that race and watch those ducks go into the river. And there's a big crowd there, and they always watch it, and they're always anticipating that their little duck is going to be #1, because it would be pretty neat to win a brand new $20,000 Toyota Camry from Toyota of the Tri-Cities, and I just think it's wonderful. Where can people get tickets. I mean, usually we're everywhere selling them at grocery stores and community events. And
right. Well, we will be at the Tri-City Americans game on the 25th?
5th, I believe.
25th.
Opening night, playing Spokane game.
Oh, that's always a great game.
And that's actually a Rotary night, and there's T-shirts for sale there that the proceeds go to Rotary, to the duck race portion of Rotary, and the Chuck a Duck proceeds as well. There's a prize for that, and as well as tickets available there too. So having a Rotary night at the Americans is pretty big.
That's great. And if you're a company, you can buy and you can do a corporate sponsorship as well, can't you?
Starting at 25 tickets, which is $125. They were calling them Quackerbackers, and there's a little more publicity involved with that. You can get your name in the newspaper, and there's a thank you put on by Baker Boyer Bank. Coming up October 2nd, I believe, and to thank all the Quackerbacker sponsors. And you can buy as many ducks as you would like, and maybe give them out to your employees, you know, maybe
as incentives and so forth.
Or even customers, if depending on how many you wanted.
Well, I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's great. And Jeremy and Catherine and Young Duck, thank you for coming in and talking to us about this duck race this year. So if you haven't gotten your duck, watch for a Rotarian who has these, because you're doing a wonderful thing for the community, and you also have a chance to win some wonderful prizes. So,
or head out to Cousins in Pasco or Ranch and Home in Kennewick. Also, the Boy Scouts has them at their door too, and
a lot of the sponsors have them at their location.
And then there's a lot of Rotarian businesses in the Tri-Cities. Yeah.
We'll be at Benton City Days this weekend.
Yep.
That's great.
So if you're not seeing them, you're missing. You're not looking.
That's true. Well, we hope you'll participate and please come down to the race. If you want to take a look at a duck race prior, and you have access to YouTube, go to the search part and type in the Great Mid-Columbia Duck Race. There's a little 4-minute video of the ducks being dropped and then going into the trap where they catch them, and you'll see exactly how this goes. And if you have gotten one of these or something, we wish you the best of luck, because a brand new car would be pretty cool. So thank you again, Jeremy, Catherine.
Thank you.
And our duck guest today. I'm Lloyd Swain with Charter Channel 3. Thank you for watching.